The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Opening day baseball on the show. The Atlanta Braves and the Washington Nationals. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. First pitch moments away. On the hill here today, number 18. It's singing a special day for him. He's making his major league debut here.
And I'm sure he's got some nerves. He'll be excited for that first pitch to be in and over with so that he can settle in to pitching just like he did in the minor leagues. Exciting moment. He's got his family in town. I think this moment's going to be a huge tone setter for his career.
Stepping in, Ronald Acuna Jr. The wind and the pitch. So a pitcher making his major league debut and getting the opening day start. Not something we see very often.
No kidding, Boog. And just look around the league here on opening day. You'll see a lot of proven aces.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. An absolute blast to left. His first homer of the year, and just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Slings to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Chipper Jones.
Boog, it's kind of a joke that this guy's got a career OPS over 900. I mean, there are a lot of players that hope that they can just do that in one season, but he's done it his entire career. And in reality, there's only about 60 players that can claim that type of production.
Just missed.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Rings going back on this one. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
The wind of the pitch. That misses, and it's 2-1. And that's in for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
That one is absolutely belted. That ball's carrying. And out of here. A towering shot to center, and they add to the lead. It's 2-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Base is empty with 2 away. Chipper Jones getting ready to hit. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Righty to the plate. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
And now David Justice. Next offering upstairs. Jones off of first with 2 away. Chipper on the move. Fouls one off. 2-2. Two outs. Battling here as he fouls it away. Move to first. Jones back in on a dive. Back over to first, and they're keeping him close. Next offering misses, and the count is filled up.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And that's ball 4.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
So first and second with 2 outs. Here's Sean Murphy. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Meneses puts the squeeze on that one, and that ends the inning. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. And it's 2-zip. Back in Washington, D.C. And today's starting pitcher, Greg Maddux. And as usual with him, Singy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder, Tim Raines.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And now 1-2. The punch out there. One gone here. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. 1-1 now. That's towards center. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. That's out number 2. Here's Dave Martinez lineup for the Nationals. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
3-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. Hard hit left side. Fires across the diamond, and Vladdy is set down. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for Washington. They trail it here 2-0. And welcome back. Second inning set to go. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. One of my favorite stats all time, 1997, the Hall of Famer Craig Biggio played in all 162 games for the Astros on AstroTurf, and he never hit into a double play. Pitch misses inside. Now 2 balls and a strike. That's inside. And there's ball 4.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, he'll take that all day.
Greg Maddux. Next up for the Braves. Here's a 1-1. This one lifted in the air, left field. Meneses brings it in, and there's one away. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. He's already homered in this one. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
See, here's a nugget on Ronald Acuna Jr. He's the youngest Braves player to win a Silver Slugger. He won it at age 21. You think about all the talent in the Braves organization. Chipper Jones, Andrew Jones, Freddie Freeman. Very impressive. Now move to first. Albies dives back in.
A sterling reputation of an organization and turning out so many great players, pitchers in the Hall of Fame, and for him just to put his...
Albies on the move. Got him swinging. Carter's throw not in time. Stolen base. And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers could sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
Got him swinging. Braves strand one, but they hold the 2-0 lead. We head to the bottom of the second. Up now for Washington, Gary Carter.
Gary Carter.
And the righty deals. And there's a ball. Maddux. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. And a swing and a miss. And one away.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Joey Meneses digging in for the Nationals. There's a swing and a miss.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Popped up. He's there. He's got it. 2 down. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Next offering is fouled back. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
The pitch. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Candelario leads off first with 2 down to the inning. On the ground, right side. He steps on the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing across on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We played 2 full. It's the Braves 2 and the Nationals nothing. Back here at the ballpark, now it's the right fielder, Hank Aaron.
Right fielder, Hank Aaron.
The wind to the pitch. Swing, and that one hammered. Down the line. If it's fair, it's gone, and that is out of here. So he leaves the yard to left, and they add a run. It's 3-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That pitch looked like the splitter, but normally doesn't stay that high in the zone. The bottom falls out, at least to bring it around belt level, but that one just stayed up, and with that kind of velocity, it's going to get hit really hard, as it did right there.
And now it's Atlanta's cleanup hitter, Eddie Matthews. And he deals. And that one fouled off.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're...
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He circles the bases. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 4-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Chipper Jones. The 1-1. And that one fouled off. The 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Righty delivers. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Now batting,
David Justice next up for the Braves. He reached out a walk his first time. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
And the right-hander deals. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The wide to kick the pitch. And now it's 3-2. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he pulls in with a double for his first hit of the year.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Ball to strike. Inside, just missed. Murphy at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up. He wants to have a good at bat.
Man at second. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The pitch. And down on strikes. Good job at damage control right there. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Nationals Park. And now it's Michael Chavis. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
This guy will throw any pitch at any count. 3-2, he goes off speed, gets the out.
And now here's the Nationals pitcher, number 18. Next offering is in for a strike. Next one is off the plate. 2-2.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
That misses. 3-2 now. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 gone now.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
The 1-1. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. In the dirt. And that's the third out. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Braves 4 and the Nationals nothing. Welcome back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Greg Maddux. In for a strike, and the count 1-2.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Just misses with that one. The Nationals have some action going in the pen. Patrick Corbin preparing to come on if needed. Thompson, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Got him. And that's the first out. Singy, it feels like we're approaching decision time for this coaching staff with the rookie on the mound.
Yeah, they've got him for a few runs so far, and the pitch count's starting to get up there a little bit. So coaching staff at least looking to come up with a plan, if not coming out to the mound soon. So probably not the outing he was dreaming of, but he's done some good things in this one.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And brings it in at the wall. Here's Matt Olson. On a strike. The pitch. A little bit low. The count 2-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And he couldn't come up with it.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. And the pitch. Popped foul out of play off to the right. Olson, the runner at first with 2 gone. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Excellent stop right there. He wants to take it himself, waves the pitcher off, and continues to run into the dugout.
Back in Washington, D.C., and now it's going to be C.J. Abrams.
C.J. Abrams.
In the air, right field. Aaron gets under it, and out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, right fielder,
Vladimir Guerrero digging in for the Nationals. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Next offering is down low.
2-2 the count.
The Nationals yet to pick up a hit here. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
2 outs, base is empty. Gary Carter digging in for the Nationals. And here it comes. And another ball. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Hangs on to the foul tip. That's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're down 4-0. Now on the mound for the Nationals, Patrick Corbin.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Here's some real power at the plate. Eddie Matthews.
The third baseman, Eddie Matthews.
And a pitch. Good eye right there. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
At the plate, Chipper Jones. A strikeout and a walk. Here comes a pitch. Ripped to third and caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Now the left fielder, David Justice. Matthews, the base runner at first with 1 out. Next pitch misses inside, and it's 2-1. Left-hand hitter waits. Close one, doesn't get the call. 3 balls and a strike. And now it's filled up.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And here's a 3-2. Line drive to short and caught.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was smoked, but needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
Man at first. Now it's going to be Sean Murphy. 1 for 2. Kicks and fires. Good eye right there. There's the strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Here's the 2-2. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. His first homer of the year, and they add a pair. It's 6-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Digging in, Ozzie Albies. He's 0 for 1. In the air, center field. Rains drifts towards it. Makes the catch. And that will end the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 6-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. Bottom of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Joey Meneses.
The left fielder,
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out. Well, these Nats just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. Now batting Jamer Candelario.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And he walked him.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
And now it's Luis Garcia. Grounded out his first time. The Nats still looking for their first hit in this one. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
One, two now. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
And a pitch. And down on strikes he goes. 2 down. Here's Chavis now. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Chavis drafted as a shortstop. That one lifted to left. Justice settles under it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. So one left for Washington. They still find themselves down 6-0. All set for the top of the 6th. Leading off, Greg Maddux.
Number 31, Greg Maddux.
Kicks and deals. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Seems like it can be really hard at times for pitchers to throw the ball right down the middle. They're so used to working on the edges, but then you have a guy up like this. He can't hurt you. Just throw it down the middle.
The other way, that's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Pitcher gets himself on base. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. And a 2-1 on the way. Line drive. That drops in, plays it on a hop. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. On the ground. And that's just foul.
You know, these Braves, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
And a left-handed batter facing a left-handed pitcher that's got some sink like that at the end. It's just the bottom falls out of it when it looks like it's going to be a pretty good pitch in that location that everyone says lefties love.
Two on, one out. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Two now. And delivers outside. At the belt and fires. Fights it off. He'll see another. Maddox, the lead runner out at second. Acuna over at first with one away. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Eddie Matthews. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Left-hand batter waits. They say it
One
went.
ball, 2 strikes.
And the next pitch is way outside. Two on, 2 outs. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two now. Way inside, gets out of the way. The pitch. Hard hit, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 2 left for Atlanta. They lead it, though, 6-0. So a pinch hitter in the pitcher spot, Hebert Ruiz.
Number 20, Hebert Ruiz.
The 1-1.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
That one missed.
They can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
3-1 now. Out to center. Acuna has it sized up. Drops into the glove, and there's one down.
Now batting, center fielder, Tim.
So up next, Tim Raines. The Nationals hitless so far in the game. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Right-hander kicks, deals. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Up the middle, Albies. Now the throw to first on the run. 2 up, 2 down.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
C.J. Abrams digging in for the Nationals.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Hopped up. In there, base hit. And the bid for history is gone. In there safely.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Vladimir Guerrero, the next to hit. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Nationals leave 1. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. On to pitch now for the Nationals, Mason Thompson. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Nationals, number 71, Mason Thompson.
Chipper Jones now at the plate. This is a true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Right-handed reliever. There's a strike.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch-out. David Justice next up for the Braves. Hits for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. Two one now. Swings through that one out in front that time. Bounce to the right. Chavis fires over to first. And two away to start the seventh.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, base is empty. So here's Murphy now. He's already homered in this game. The pitch. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Two down, nobody on. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. Down in order go the Braves. But they're on top by a count of 6-0. And welcome back. Now here is Gary Carter. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And a pitch. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Hank pulls it down, and there's one down.
Up next for Washington, the left fielder.
Now the left fielder, Joey Meneses. The 1-1. And he chases that one below the zone.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Got him swinging.
Now batting, the third base.
Jamer Candelario digs in now. Here's a 1-1. This one smoked out to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Back here at the ballpark, we go to the 8th, and here is Ozzie Albies. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
The pitch. The punch out there, and he's down on strikes for the second time today.
Now batting.
So in now is the Braves pitcher, Greg Maddux. 1 for 3. And that's outside.
One strike.
The pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
And the righty deals. Hammered down the line. Could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Here is Matt Olson. And that skips in the dirt. The 2-2 on the way. Good job to fight that one off. Comes the 2-2. In the dirt, but kept close. On to first. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him. And that's that. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. Last half of the 8th coming up. Braves 6 and the Nationals nothing. Back here in Nationals Park. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now up for Washington, Luis Garcia. Maddux still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point he wants to finish what he started.
Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
And it's Michael Chavis at the plate. And a swing and a miss there. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
Off the mark there. The count now 2-2. Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
That one misses. 3-1. Two outs. And there's ball 4.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot.
So the lineup flips over. Tim Raines will hit next. And the right-hander deals. Swings and misses. And it's 2-2. And there's a ball.
3-2.
Vargas off of first with 2 away. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swings and misses, and that'll do it. Hunter Harvey gets the call from the pen.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. It just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
The pitch. And that's down and away. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
And here it comes. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Kicks and fires. In the air to left down the line. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
And now here is Chipper Jones. To the right side, throws to first, and they get the out on Jones.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field, but then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
Righty delivers.
Ball.
Bullpen activity starting up now. Andres Machado getting loose out there. Check swing, but he went too far, and the count's full. And the pitch. Got him swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. Bottom of the ninth coming up, and we'll see if he can complete the shutout after the break. Bottom of the ninth, up now for Washington, C.J. Abrams.
He's been so sharp today, even over 100 pitches thrown. His skipper is leaving him in there to finish the job.
Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2. The wind of the pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
He's mixing his pitches really well, late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
And it's even up.
2-2 count.
Got it by him for the K. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
In the air, left side. Grabs it on the run. And there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That
Now
front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. And down on strikes. That's the ball game.
Really incredible performance on the mound. You know he's going to stew a little bit over that one hit that he gave up, because when you look at the body of work, so dominant. If he'd have made just one better pitch, perhaps he'd have a no-hitter.
6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon: for the victorious Atlanta Braves, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Nationals, no runs, just 1 hit, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game: 2 hours and 54 minutes. Our paid attendance at Nationals Park this afternoon: 41,339. The Nationals thank you for your attendance and remind you to please drive home safely.